Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football back here at the beautiful Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville, Texas. Here with the head coach of the Region 3 2A Division I champions, Coach Kerry Therwhanger, after a 48-13 win for the Timpson Bears over Centerville. Congratulations, Coach.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, our kids came out, and this is where we wanted to be. You know, after last year, we, said this is where we want to get back to and see if we can't do something different. And,
That opportunity now.
Shiner sitting there waiting. I'm sure they're not worried about it, but we're just going to go in. I just so proud of these guys and my coaching staff and the adjustments we made at halftime to get away from these guys.
I was going to ask you. So Centerville came out. We kind of all knew, they wanted to try to keep the ball away from your offense is really explosive, and you got a lot of playmakers, and so their plan was to try to hold on to the football, constrict the football game. And I thought for the first 22 minutes of the game, they really did a great job at it. They held you guys to 2 first-half possessions. You got the ball at the end of the half, but you were kind of scrambling there. You're up by 1 going into the locker room. The second half, you came out and it outscored them 34-0 in the second half. It took control of the game. Was there a specific defensive adjustment that you guys made, or was it more a matter of just executing the game plan and defeating blocks up front and disrupting them in the backfield?
Well, it's a little bit of both. I mean, our defensive staff got together and we made some adjustments on where we were lining up, and how we were covering, especially over there, putting our linebackers over their tight ends and things like that. And then we challenged our kids. We wanted to get back to the semifinals. How bad do you want it? You got 24 minutes. And even though they had held the ball the entire deal, we still had a lead at half. And so that was huge, to be able to get the kids – because
confidence, right?
Yeah, they were kind of down, not being able to get them off the field. But at the same time, you look up on the scoreboard, you're still ahead. So it worked out.
Is that when you turn for, instead of being a coach, to a psychologist a little bit? You tell the kids, hey, they played the perfect first half, and yet we're still winning the ball game. Did you kind of pick them back up a little bit? You have to kind of put your psychologist hat on a little bit, don't you?
I mean, that's the first thing I told them when we walked in the locker room. I said, as well as they played, they're still behind, and as bad as we played defensively, just not making the plays when we needed to, we're still ahead. So keep your head up and let's go get it.
Now, you mentioned you guys got Shiner next week, and obviously they're the defending state champs. And when you guys played them last year, you guys were a young ball club. That was your first rodeo that deep into the playoffs, playing a championship caliber program like Shiner. And they got the best of you guys. They played really well that night, and they were the eventual state champions for a reason. Right. Do you feel like now your kids, they've been through those battles? Do you feel like, obviously the game's got to be played and you got to have a good week of preparation, all that good stuff, but do you feel like just at first glance your kids know what's ahead and they're going to be better prepared for that challenge kind of in this second shot?
Well, you would hope so. I mean, there shouldn't be any surprises. You faced them last year. You know what's coming. You know who's in the backfield. You know what they got up front, and you know that they've been there and done that. So there shouldn't be any surprises. And we're a year older. Most of our guys played in that game last year, so they've had a year to get stronger and to get mentally tougher. So let's just see what happens.
Have you talked to Coach Bodecker yet? Is there any day or time you're going to work that out probably this evening?
Try to play on Thursday, just simply because next week we got to play on Wednesday. The winner has to play on Wednesday, so we're going to play Thursday. Site has not yet been determined.
You'll text me though, right? Won't you?
Yeah.
Coach does a good job of that. Final question for you. This is my first time at the Tomato Bowl since the remodel. It's been about 20 years since I've been to this stadium. I know you've been around in East Texas. What do you think of this facility? This is an amazing stadium. I thought Jacksonville ISD has done a great job keeping the character of this stadium, but making it really nice, the amenities and all that good stuff. It's a beautiful place, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we played the first round game here, and, when Coach Hardy, we started talking about places, he mentioned this one, and I said, Coach, you're not going to find a better spot to play. I mean, no track around it. You got the old rock walls and the train coming by, and so, yeah, it's just a great facility, and I appreciate Jacksonville ISD hosting us.
And a lot of black and gold in the bleachers. You got to be real happy with the community support. I'm sure they're going to be an even bigger crowd next week, I would imagine.
Well, I would hope so. These guys have been behind us for a long, long time. Since I got here, they've been great, and the kids have bought in, and the town's bought in. I'm sure we'll have a bunch of people when we come back into town there waiting on us.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Enjoy that post-game meal, and be careful heading back to Timpson. We'll see you next week.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.